Joan Walsh on, what day is today? Wednesday. I'll sit down at the back, and it might be too windy because the mic on that's not great. And this is a paper I wrote last year for our class. I mean, the class didn't get it. How do I start again? I do have the original. It's called Barrie Trower's paper on bees and microwave radiation. Seeing that I was in the polytunnel yesterday and there's lovely bumblebees in there because of the borage. But the fact of the matter is, across the way near King's House is a massive mast, telecommunication mast. And in the school itself, like everywhere, it has Wi-Fi. And everybody brings in their stupid phones. I'll call them stupid phones. I don't want to have one myself. And they leave them on. So I have a button phone and I switch it off. And in fact, even if I left it on, well, if I left it on, it wouldn't be sending any frequencies at all unless I used it. But with these stupid phones, they're constantly in communication with the cell phone towers. You know, people don't realise, they don't want to know. So this is see, I did all this research last year and then I had to give up on it. You know, why bother? Why fucking bother? And you daren't say it to people. Well, you do. I do sometimes. And then somebody should get the hand on the shoulder like I did yesterday. I mean, you can't blame the woman. She was saying she needed it for her work and everything. You know, I don't, you know, but, so I thought I'd read this out. Barrie's original paper, which I got from the internet, is inside somewhere. I'd have to go and find it. So I'll just read this out. By Barrie Trower's paper on bees and microwave radiation. Will the communications industry be the final straw for our planet's ecosystems? Question mark. That's a quote from the paper. This paper by Barrie Trower was presented at Glastonbury Symposium the 24th of July 2010. He sets out the connection between the communication industry and its ill effects on all life. A farmer in Africa tells Barrie he made the connection between the new cell tower and the complete die-off of bees in his fields. Barrie is given similar stories by many others in Africa, not only about bee colony die-off, but also the die-offs in ant and bird colonies. The common cause of this die-off is the close proximity of mobile phone transmitters that transmit continuous microwaves impulses. These microwaves cause cellular distress in all species within range. Residents' complaints are ignored. Proof of such effects of low-level microwave irradiation, have been known by governments and have been published since 1932. Barrie asked the question, what has this to do with birds, bees and ants? The answer is a lot. He expands on this. All genetic material in animal, human and plant cells are very similar, and all are at an atomic and nuclear level identical. It is clear in this that all life is made up of the same stuff. There have been many experimental trials evaluating the harmful effects of microwave radiation on animal cells, tissue and living animals. Microwave radiation causes the immune system to break down, not only in bees but in humans, therefore increasing infections. Bee colonies are so weakened by mobile telecommunication radiation that they have become more prone to various diseases. Not only in the mobile industry, oh God, I'm reading this all fucking arseways. Not only in the mobile industry is the mobile industry complicit in this, so is the military. For the example, HARP. Timelines have been plotted to show the connection of the die-offs in bees and man-made electromagnetic radiation. Barrie asks, why are the bees so susceptible? Answer, they are exposed to magnetic fields 640 times more powerful than a natural earth field, or a resonance. The bee becomes disorientated with a failing immune system, likened to AIDS in humans. It becomes victim of infections. There is a huge amount of data documenting ill effects of all animal species caused by low-level microwave radiation. Barrie says he will reference just a few from many of the thousands that exist. He reminds us that all planetary eco-environmental systems are connected, and there is also the monetary value to the words ecosystems. Barrie asks, should the global telecommunication industry cover our planet with mobile transmitter towers without investigation and restrictions? He highlights the hypocrisy of governments in advising the population to restrict their carbon footprint, use of electricity and petrol, while encouraging schools to install Wi-Fi, turning each school into a microwave transmitter. My note, added in brackets here, Phil Hogan deregulated the industry 3 years ago. One has to ask why. If the road speed limit was deregulated, what would be the result? France banned all Wi-Fi in all schools and libraries. One must ask why. The bio-initiative level was established in 2007. In it, it states the acceptable level of radiation. This is never adhered to, as the mobile industry would suffer huge losses in profits. Barrie refers back to the 1960s, when microwave research was worldwide and published, including the dangers of radiation on living tissues from low-level microwaves. Barrie asks us to question the ambivalence of today's governments and our government advisors. He states the microwaves have not changed since the 1960s, just the colour and the shape of the box that delivers them. He offers an opinion and asks the question, is all this damage done due to the blind corruption and intentional ignorance of the decision makers, or is it planned? At the end of this paper, Barrie offers his phone number and address. My note, in brackets again, he has given talks to many organisations around the world, example the Doctors Association of Ireland, and advice to many individuals. He does this for free. End bracket. At the end of this paper, Barrie has included a list of references. This paper is widely available on the internet. Google Barrie Trower's paper on bees and microwave radiation, PDF. Joan Walsh, 2018. So I'll listen to that back. I'm sure it's all crackly, so it's no use. I have to do it again.